Under announcements, we have been consumed with the pending flooding on the river, Red River, for the last several days. And we've watched those projected maximum levels crest and then just keep easing up. And so we're getting concerned about it. We've been concerned. We started out moving cattle into the western part of the county, started in the Cab area because that's where the water enters the county, coming from Texoma and Hugo, and then all the rain in between. So that's been ongoing for at least a week. It's moved down to the Hooks area, and they've moved there. As far as I know, all the cattle in the low-lying area in Hooks have moved out. And then on down to Index, we started first identifying any issue we might have with the current levee, and then fixing those areas where might be trails where cattle have gone over for years, or places where they've driven over them and beat them down. So those areas in Precinct 2, we've been giving a lot of attention to, and those cattle have been moved out. Everything that's inside the levee, and there's still a lot of cattle outside the levee, but Tom and his crew have spent a lot of hours, and all of his 2 people in his crew have been down there working, and I appreciate them for that. And Precinct 4 has sent their trucks and drivers on more than one occasion, and every time I've called Commissioner Carter and said I'll get somebody right on it, and they have, and we appreciate that. Hadn't done that since this morning, but we'll be doing that often, I'm sure, but I do appreciate that. I didn't know Tom was that good a truck driver, but he turned out to be a pretty good truck driver. I don't know if he's qualified, he's got his license or not, but he's been hauling dirt. It's pretty good on the, we kind of kidded him a little bit on that dozer, but he got better and better.
On the license part, it's easier to get forgiveness than permission.
That's right. That's been a nice.
Hold on, I do have a license. We're good.
I offered to loan him mine. I don't need to get up on these stories, I guess, but we've got people concerned about whether they need to move or when they need to move or what they need to do. And the people behind the levee, inside the levee, have loaded their furniture ready to move as soon as they get the water or get free. Water's not out of the bank. It is at the Cab. It's not out at the bank and Index yet, but that water's coming. There's overtopping on Texoma spillway, 2.5 feet over the spillway. It's uncontrolled water coming. We can't stop it. They can't stop it. Same way with Hugo. All that water comes down the red to Bowie County. So we know all that water's coming. They're projecting the flood stage, or the crest be at the Cab, and then 34.5. It's getting pretty close to that now. So we're really concerned about where we'll actually crest, because every time we see a report, and we check them every hour, so they eased up a little bit from the last time. Big concern today. Tom, anything you want to add?
Well, you want to start in with the rest of your...
Well, I want to thank some people that's really gone above and beyond, and that's our emergency management team, and that's Jim Roberts, Johnny Nichols, and David Westlaw. They've been here pretty much all day and night since we started this campaign. So they're there today, and they've been wonderful. Tom Wheaton, I bragged on him a little bit for his dozer operating expertise, but he's only got 2 people working for that precinct, and they've both been out there helping. I'm pretty going to thank them. And like I said, Precinct 4, Carter has been real good about sending help. We called on TEC and their employees one night to come and fix some places that just got overwhelmed us, and they've got right on it and worked a lot of the night there and got those taken care of. residents and the landowners all along the river have been, they've called a lot, they've tried to keep up, they've been very cooperative. I appreciate that. And we haul dirt out of the pit. I'll let Tom talk about those. Well, I'd like to do that. Just take care of it.
All right. Yes, you guys know what weekend we were celebrating last week, and these people went above and beyond. If they didn't completely destroy their weekend, they at least hindered it in some way. And it's like we called Dean Wright yesterday evening. This is Memorial Day. He came and opened up his pit, spent 2 hours out there getting it ready, because if y'all recall, we had a little shower, and those pits are not always easy to get into and out of with a big truck. And he did that on his, he did that on his own. Said, if you give me an hour and a half, I need to work on the pit. And he did. And Mike's truck driver came down there, and he hauled yesterday evening just until Dean said it was 5 o'clock, I believe. He hauled for 5 o'clock. Like to, here's the, I'm just going to go through some people. Gary Langton, local resident down there, provided us with a bulldozer, loaned a bulldozer to us all weekend, and 2 or 3 days before that we used. I'd like to commend our Hooks and Pleasant Grove Volunteer Fire Departments. Hooks filled bags yesterday, even sandbags for hours, as well as the Pleasant Grove Volunteer Fire Department went and helped a lady move some furniture upstairs. It was, as the judges told you, inside the levee. Texas County Tractor brought out a forklift on their day off yesterday. Corps of Engineers sent a man down and brought bags. They weren't filled, but not only the bags, but the machine. We have a machine, they say, that fill these bags unless you dump sand in it, it doesn't. So I'm not familiar with it. I saw it out at the barn, but they provided that. I'd like to recognize John Stoker. He allowed us to get the material out of his pit. Steve Level has offered in the use of some box vans for some citizens down below. Put their furniture in and this, that, and the other. Andrea Williams McCoy came up here yesterday and helped the judge with our letter, his declaration. Talking about people doing this stuff on their weekend, their day, their normal day off. And definitely last but not least, you really need to thank your county judge. He stepped up and was there this whole time, starting Thursday, and been with us ever since. He doesn't like a lot of accolades, but he deserves it. So, we're here to serve people. That's what this county's about. These members on this court and your county roads, and it's what we do. It's what they pay us. I'm happy to do.
Thank you, Tom. I declared a disaster for the county yesterday. Sent it to the governor. Hopefully they'll be approved at the state level today, hopefully. And we'll have an opportunity to use some resources that have not been available to us. So we appreciate that. We appreciate getting the inmates out of jail here yesterday, filling back in, fill sandbags, and they're back today, I understand, and they're back out to run. We appreciate that. Okay, we'll have sandbags available for public use later on today. We got 10,000 sandbags yesterday, we're filling those today. Anything else?
I'll just add that while Tom and I are fighting the water, we're fighting the river, we're fighting the culverts that are being washed out, the trees that are falling on the roads, and all the other problems that go along with this weather also. So it's just not the river that all the commissioners are battling right now. It's the creeks that are feeding the river, all the bottoms in precinct before flooded, Braley Bottom, Brown Bottom, Freeman Bottom, all of them, the water goes up and down. One day you can pass it, we have to go out every morning and look and see if the school buses can go through and call the school buses and have them rerouted unless it's passable. So there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes right now that you normally don't see. And I just like to say that your commissioners court is working together 100%.
Sure. I appreciate it a lot.
Anything else on?
Okay.
One more, Judge. Your staff person as well. She was up here as well, been working night and day as well, so we don't want to leave her now.
Appreciate it.